Good evening, everyone. My name is Frank Noppenberger, and I'm filling in here on EBTV for a senior night. East Brunswick High School girls field hockey, the Bears versus Sayreville. Our special guest is Mr. Bob Estar. Bob, we have a very special night tonight. We have our seniors, and before we hear from you, I'd like to just announce our seniors. Okay, in a minute, we're going to probably see our seniors being introduced down on the field. Congratulations to Coach Todoroff so far on a great season, and the best of luck in the future. First is senior Swati Nambori. Swati's been a member of the team for 3 years. She's a left winger and an outstanding student, and she just enjoys her field hockey experience. Heather Ryder, number 22. She's also been a member of 3 years, a quiet player but very intense. Rachel Goldstein, number 5. Rachel's been on the team for 4 years. She's a left and right wing, and she plays wherever she is called upon. Our next player is number 33, co-captain Lauren Clark, a 3-year starter. Number 25 is Tara DeMarzo, another captain, a 3-year letter winner, and an outstanding softball player to boot. And number 9, our captain, last but certainly not least, Janine McMillan, who's an outstanding field hockey player that will be attending the University of Delaware on a full scholarship. Congratulations to those seniors, and we wish them the best of luck. We're going to take a break right now as we sing our national anthem, and we'll be right back for the start of the game. Well, welcome once again. Here we are, senior night, girls field hockey, the Bears versus the Sayreville Bombers. Big game for the Bears to maintain their first place lead in the division. And with me is our, if you don't know him, he's a resident expert in field hockey, Bob Estar. Bob, welcome, and thank you very much for donating your time.
Thank you. So it should be an exciting game between two county teams, and this will decide who will be leading the county at this point.
I had a fear after talking to Coach Todoroff, not a fear, but a concern, that if we are overlooking this game and not concentrating on Sayreville, because we have our next opponent is South Plainfield. South Plainfield has 1 loss, and of course the Bears dealt them that loss a few weeks ago. And if we're just looking forward to playing South Plainfield again, the Bombers are really going to shock us because they're a quality program.
I definitely agree with you. Looking at Sayreville, they're on a 3-game winning streak. Some of the key players to look for is number 32, Caitlin Farley in defense, the goalkeeper, Lisa Oreo, and Stephanie Sabantha. I talked to the coach earlier, and she definitely is looking forward to giving a good competitive match tonight.
Okay, Bob, I'm going to have 1,000 questions to you about the officials and the calls, so just be patient with me and try to explain it, because I know our entire audience are, like you, field hockey experts, but some people like me are novice, so just be patient with our questions.
Not a problem. Just the basics of the game real quick. It's 11 players on the field, 1 goalkeeper, 10 field players. Similar to soccer in the standpoint of 11 players in positioning, but you're handling a ball that's about the size of a baseball but the hardness of a golf ball.
Now, as soon as he blows a whistle, the ball's put down and it can be put in play immediately.
Some basic fouls that you see throughout the match will be you cannot use your feet. The only part you can use is the flat part of the stick. So anytime you see it hit someone's foot, the play should go against them. And the umpire will point in the direction.
I mean, obviously you can't kick it, but what if it ricochets off your foot or off someone else's shot and it was unintentional?
Again, feet are not allowed to be used. The game is really of skill, and it's using the flat side of the stick, and the stick is flat only on one side. They're called the lift by the East Brunswick player. You cannot lift the ball, no It's up to the discretion of the umpire depending on how many players are surrounding the ball on a free hit situation. But basically, you cannot lift the ball no higher than shin height.
And the strategy, like in basketball and soccer, is to use the whole field. I mean, this is a question. Spread them out.
Yes.
And then that your athletic ability of your athletes, like Janine McDillan, take the ball and take it into the goal.
Definitely. I mean, you definitely want to spread the game. Believe it or not, this game is more of a passing game. But on grass, it makes it difficult because the surface is not as flat as it can be for the sport. But, yeah, the objective is to spread the game. Oh, we have Sayreville having the first penalty corner. Penalty corners occur in the scoring circle. You'll see a half circle on the field. And if a foul or infraction occurs in that area, a penalty corner is awarded to the attacking team.
Now, when will there be a penalty shot that's like a one-on-one with the goalie? When does that occur?
It's called, the terminology, the penalty stroke, and that's taken 7 yards in front of the goal, and that occurs when a deliberate foul inside the scoring area, and the umpire will basically stop the time and point towards the direction of the penalty stroke mark, which is 7 yards in front, and it's a one-on-one, and the percentages are most times with the goal shooter.
And that's all a judgment call, obviously.
Yes.
And I'm sure the team that is the offending team, the parents and everyone's appreciative of that call.
Yes, of course. Seems in the first 5 minutes, Sayreville has kept it in the attacking end, and where East Brunswick's playing a little defense. But I'm sure it is settling down in the beginning of the match here. Here you go, won the first free hit. Nice hit. Janine McMillan in the center. You got the right wing open.
Now, just like in basketball there, we saw a 3-on-2 break.
Yes.
You get the ball in the middle, and she'll distribute to the side, I imagine.
Yes, it's very similar. I mean, a good general rule for field hockey players is just have the ball for no more than 5 seconds. Oh, here we have a break. First chance for East Brunswick. Penalty corner awarded.
Bob, what about offsides? Is there an offsides in field hockey?
In field hockey, right in the modern game, no, there isn't. There used to be in the back in the 70s, but now there is no offsides, and I don't feel enough high school and even college teams don't take advantage of this.
Okay, I can't see that far. I've taken that corner. Is that DeMarzo?
Let's find out.
I believe so. Our co-captain.
Second penalty corner awarded to East Brunswick. Push out, stick stop, pass off to the left. Shot, wide, still in play. Third penalty corner awarded for East Brunswick. This is a big advantage to the attacking team because they're allowed to have as many numbers up top where the defense can only allowed 5 defenders. So in any game, you can see they can outnumber them in the scoring area. And yes, go ahead.
On hit, the defense is to rush the ball, obviously.
Yes, where good stop, pull right, slipped it off. Good clear by the keeper. Second rebound.
Is there a lot of deflection in this like there would be in an ice hockey game?
Yes. The top international teams you'll find definitely use deflections. Sending the ball into the area just like that, but more directed towards the goal. And the girls should be able to deflect it right in.
Right.
Here's a 16-yard hit.
And that was for what, out of bounds?
Basically, you went out of bounds, and this is a restart for the Bombers. Bombers on the move. Nice interception from the back there. Defender steps up. Bombers away.
That echo from the ball, that's because it's a cold night. Actually, it's a very nice, brisk night.
Yeah.
But that sure sounds like it.
Yeah, definitely. It's also how they impact the ball. And when you're hitting a hockey ball, you definitely want to hit the center of it. That one seemed to me, she did get the center of the ball, but maybe a little undercut it a little bit.
Has there ever been any talk of making gloves mandatory in this game or some sort of headgear?
Some players definitely do use it. Mostly gloves are used, I find, in the indoor game of this of hockey. There's an indoor version of it, but depends on this up to the player if they want to wear a glove. Oh, here's East Brunswick going up the right-hand side. Good little touch to if she does some pace. If she turns straight.
That was Lauren.
Good feed.
Lauren Clark.
Janine pass it off. It could be a shot. Ah, wasted opportunity there.
That was a nice feed by Lauren Clark to Janine.
Yes, the key of that whole play was started from the back. I'm not sure the exact number, but it was the center back hit the ball through to give East Brunswick the advantage up top since Sayreville didn't have all their defense back.
Speed's obviously a big factor in this
Critical
game.
part in this game, no doubt about it.
And you want your faster people up front or back on defense? Or is that a philosophy?
It's a philosophy of a coach, but the bottom line is speed is important, but I would add one other thing, speed with control of the ball. No call, buddy up. Still, he's playing advantage. Advantage is when a foul occurs, but it keeps going in the direction of the attack. Lauren Clark sends it into the scoring area. East Brunswick keeping a good amount of pressure right now in the Sayreville scoring area. Another penalty corner awarded. That's number 5 for East Brunswick. The ratio at the top level is every 3 corners you should have a goal. But it really depends. Again, at the top level, to be fair, it's on turf and on a flatter surface. So let's see what East Brunswick can generate here.
Now that's Janine taking the corner. The coach must have different plays.
Yes, I believe Cindy has the coach Todorov has somewhere between 10 to 15.
Is that the norm, or is that?
It depends, again, on the coaching philosophy. I mean, my feeling is somewhere between 5+, but you got to master the first 2 or 3.
Right.
You want to get a shot off. That's the key.
It's like out-of-bounds plays in basketball. Some guys have 35 and none of them work.
Yes.
Some guys work 2 with options off of it, and they're always successful.
And the key to this is the push out, the stop, and the actual hit. And the longer that takes, the less the chance they have of scoring. Scramble in front. Oh, penalty stroke will be awarded. Umpire stops the time. And then you'll see him. Now a penalty stroke will be awarded for East Brunswick.
And now that's what we were just talking about
Yes.
before. That was an intentional foul.
The umpire saw a deliberate intentional foul in the circle, therefore awarding a penalty stroke.
And I noticed that our timekeeper, Mr. Emery, was right on top of that and stopped the official clock. Good job, Mr. Emery. When can they rush the other players?
What happens right here is the umpires ask the goalkeeper if you're ready. Then they ask the stroker, which is number 9 right now, Janine, if she's ready. And then they blow the whistle. The penalty stroker, the one taking it, is only allowed 1 step.
But the ball's dead after the initial hit. Is that
Yes.
correct? Oh, it's not. You can't play off the rebound like in
No,
soccer.
there's 1 push stroke or a flick stroke, depending on what Janine McMillan chooses. Janine, one of the leading scorers in the state, definitely in the top 15 in the state and inching her way up. Nice save by the keeper. That's a big momentum changer. Let's see if East Brunswick can come back from this.
Now, the goal, the hitter in that case, like in soccer, you're looking for the corners up and low or up and high. You can lift the ball on
Yes,
this,
you can.
correct?
The goal is that there for a reason. You can go up high, you can go low. It depends on the stroker. My preference as a international player, firm low.
Oh, right,
Because the
low.
reaction time bottom line is firmness of the stroke, because the less reaction time for the goalkeeper.
Now, I guess the longer, well, this is just a sports cliche, but the longer we keep Sayreville in the game, the longer they're going to believe that they can play with us.
I would agree.
And you don't want to give the underdog the confidence, because then there's the favorite, you start doubting yourself and wondering, and then you're giving them confidence. So I'm sure that was a big lift for the Bombers.
Yeah, no doubt. No, knowing that East Brunswick again on a 13-game winning streak. Nice ball, nice cross by Jen Werther there. Unfortunate. One-on-one attack. Oh, nice dive. Nothing wrong with that. You got to take a little skin off. Could have been a goal.
Little skin off the legs?
The legs, yes.
Well, if it's your legs, maybe. I'm not sure if those girls want it off their legs. Just kidding. But,
hey,
no, but that's what
they're 13-1 for a reason.
That's right, and that's impressive about our girls. They leave it all on the field, no pun intended. They give it their all.
Nice stop. Push back to the push out. Keep her out. Scramble. Strove.
Now, when that goalie comes out, like number 10 was in goal there, she can only use her stick to hit the ball. She can't kick it away like the goalie. The goalie goes out.
The goalie is the only one allowed to use their whole body, where the other defenders' only defense they have is their stick. Still in play, bring it in. Off the foot. He's left it at his advantage.
We're going to score on this possession here. You know that.
Yeah, they're
I'm telling you, Bob.
They're in business. East Brunswick's got to recognize now they've had already 8 corners, and they got to recognize what kind of defense that Sayreville's coming at on it and take advantage of. They only have 5 players to cover it, so there has to be an open area.
Okay, we got somebody new in the corner there. Well, I can't see that far.
Yeah, I can't. Push towards the goal. Obstruction called. Obstruction was when you turn your back, when you have possession of the ball and you turn your back to the defender. You cannot put your body in the way of the defender playing the ball. That's called obstruction. You'll see the umpire spin his fingers around.
Oh, that's an interesting. I never realized that. Because in a lot of other ball sports, you're taught to keep your body between the ball and the defender.
Yeah, the game internationally, they want you to learn it with skill and not use the body. That's the key thing with this. That's why the rules in place.
Well, I like a finesse game more than a power game, be it basketball and or soccer.
Yeah, you take skill to beat someone when you're in front of them. When you have your body in the way, it's not defending. If you notice here, you got Sayreville packing the defensive area with all 11 and now a penalty corner against them again.
So do you think they're like playing for overtime or a tie or?
Well, the way this game is going right now, East Brunswick is dominated on the attacking end, but they have to convert. They have to convert to relieve some of the pressure. Shot wide, and the umpires, you see his hands are out extended. Right. That means a 16-yard hit. A 16-yard hit is actually when the ball comes to the top of the circle, and the defense has a 16-yard hit going out now.
The solid circle, not the dotted circle.
Yes.
Now, the male official down there, well, we'll talk about male officials in a minute as compared to the number of them, but he seems to be making most of the calls. Is this his end of the field, obviously?
Yes, that's definitely true. The field hockey field is broken up in a triangle going across, and the official closest to us has the triangle closest to us going across towards that left corner.
Right. Bob, as you know, there's a shortage of field hockey officials, especially good ones. If someone's interested in getting involved in officiating field hockey, former players, or even someone that's just been officiating other sports, where would they go? What would they do besides, well, Mr. Knopp?
Well, there's umpiring organizations. You can go through U.S. Field Hockey is one area, but locally the high school sports NJ.
SIAA?
Yes, they definitely would help you in direction, but definitely a need in the sport for the umpiring, because I really feel the kids to get proper skill also have to be called properly. And when they do good skills, like one thing that is a pet peeve of mine is when a goal shooter takes a shot and it goes on the top of the net and they call it dangerous. Well, the reality is if the goal's that big, as long as there's not another defender in front of that person and it's not dangerous, they should allow those type of goals.
That makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. Because some sports, it's better to have a background in the sport to officiate.
No, agreed.
Certainly, in my opinion, field hockey is one that you've got to get a feel of the game. You would have to have played it.
Agreed. Hey, it's not a tough, any time you official, it's not easy. Especially when it's a sport you're not really accustomed to. But, you know, they make the best of it, these umpires. They really do. And they're willing to listen to advice, too.
Right. Well, I've got to say, most of the field hockey coaches, including ours, are really good sports about it. And, you know, they don't rant and rave at the officials. Well, if they do, besides getting a card, they're wasting their time because the play continues and they're going to miss coaching.
Yeah, no, agreed. You got both here. You got Lynn Taylor and Cindy Todorov, both players.
Oh, boy.
Oh, quick opportunity there. Long corner called by the umpire, the far umpire on the right. A long corner is taken on sideline. It's considered an advantage to the attacking team, which is the Bombers right now. This is the first time the Bombers been down here in probably about the last 10 minutes. Lifted, raised, hit, going the other way. Unfortunate. That's what I would consider unforced error. Free hits are situations where it's a free hit. There's no pressure. You should be able to execute the basic skills without lifting it. Hit the person's, the Bombers' shin. East Brunswick's ball. Obstruction called.
I saw him raise his wiggle his hand around. Okay, we're getting there.
The rotation, yes.
I know it's real far away, but one of my most, and I'm going to, I know you know this answer, one of my most exciting parts of any sport is overtime in field hockey. And before we get to that at the right time, I'd like you just to tell us about how it, it turns into a 7-on-7 and that whole bit, because
what happens basically in high school hockey, there is different rules through international, collegiate, and high school. In high school hockey, when it comes to overtime, you are allowed 7 players per team on the field, covering the whole field. And that's very tiring. It's a very tough way to end a match after playing 70 minutes of hard hockey. And a lot of matches are decided in that area, and that's where your skilled players, who first.
Now, isn't there a rule about, they got a corner here.
Second penalty corner for the Bombers. Let's see how East Brunswick defends it and how the Bombers attack it. The Bombers have 7 players up on the attacking circle. Short pass out. Never stopped. Cleared.
Now, Bob, the solid blue line, if I give one a 5-iron or a driver and it goes in without touching anyone, that's no good, correct? You can't score from outside that.
No, you can hit it from the 50-yard line and get it right in goal, but it does not count. The scoring area is that semicircle right by the goal. It's 16 yards. It's a 16-yard area, and there is a dotted line. I don't know if the camera could pick it up, but there is a dotted line 5 yards ahead of that scoring area, and eventually they're going to expand the scoring area.
Well, that dotted line now is like for where the defense and the offense on a penalty shot will stand, right?
Free hit coming in, 5-yard gauge, so the umpire has a clearer picture of how far the players are.
And that's new for this year.
Yes, even internationally.
We got an injury there. I think that girl may have been hit in the face. The Sayreville girl. Hopefully she'll be all right.
Good thing she's standing up. Maybe it's a bloody nose or something, maybe. The umpire is signaling to the trainer. Can't really tell here.
Now, Bob, let me ask another couple questions.
Sure.
The officials here, all of a sudden, they're wearing different colored shirts, and it's my understanding That's because sometimes they used to wear the white or the striped and it would blend in with the other uniforms.
Yes, it's definitely we have to know who's who on the field, and the yellow shirts at this point, I think it makes it very clear.
And they've got, if we were playing Piscataway or Old South Brunswick, they would have it. They must carry different jerseys.
They
with
would
them.
definitely, yes, they would definitely change the shirts. Number 7's coming out for the Bombers, Kristen Dahl. She looks all right, but
Yeah,
I guess for precaution, they're taking her out.
I think she's smiling there. Now, Bob, you said there was 35 minutes. I mean, 70 minutes. Is it? What's each half? 30 minutes.
It's a 35-minute half for a total of two 35-minute half for a total of 70. And in high school hockey, there's timeouts, and one per half. You got the Sayreville Bombers taking good Jen Worth. A good battle here on the right. Free hit, one to East Brunswick. Quick free hit, unfortunate. Third party there.
Boy, the P in his whistle is going to wear out this today. Boy,
I would agree.
What is that?
Look at a beautiful pass by the Sayreville Bombers to the right side to open the open field side of the game.
Because we're probably a right-handed club, that's why everything's on this side. We're
Yes.
dominating.
Here you got a good opportunity. Sent in. Free hit for East Brunswick going into the attacking 25. As you see now, some players are going deep, and you see Sayreville dropping everyone back. It's quite clear Sayreville is packing the defensive end. And the reason why you would do that, the philosophy behind it, is more sticks to defend. But
Right.
the other side of that coin is also more feet to get hit, and more mistakes can occur.
Oh, so if it hits the foot, then you get the shot. Oh, I
Yeah,
see.
it's
That's
a
good.
it's
Right.
different philosophies of coaches. I'm sure you'll see East Brunswick do the same thing.
And the substitute rule, it's pretty neat. They have the cards, and then they substitute.
Yeah.
They can't go on the field till they.
Other player comes off. Basically, it's rolling substitutions. You got 3 defenders back for Sayreville. Cleared by Sayreville. The defense of Sayreville right now is holding their own. Caitlin Farland. You got Stephanie, number 16, and the goalkeeper, Lisa Oreo, right now are closing the cage off. You got good midfield work with Jen, Lauren Clark, Janine McMillan, and Sherry Lou. Well, breakaway here. Penalty corner. Awarded for a stick foul. The East Brunswick defender slapped the stick of the Sayreville Bomber. No intent of playing the ball there. Thus, the umpires weren't awarding a penalty corner, the third for the night for the Bombers. Short pass, hit wide. 16-yard hit awarded. See the umpires with arms extended. Again, the 16-yard hit. The ball's brought to the top of the scoring area for East Brunswick, and now this is the way to start the play again.
Now that's substitution. To go back to that, unlimited substitution, correct?
Yes, unlimited substitution. The only difference is basically they have to come to the sideline, sub at the 50. Through ball sent in, a pressure ball for Sayreville. You got Gabby Forrest that came over and intercepted that ball to break up the play for East Brunswick. It's still East Brunswick with the ball. Advantage played by the umpire, whistle. East Brunswick ball on the side, right side of the area. She brings it back for a better angle, exactly where the umpire is pointing for a foul. Again, you see the tactic of Sayreville packing the scoring area.
Now that was Rachel Snyder, and that's a
Yes.
play. Coach had her line up.
Yes, Rachel Snyder's come a long way. I've seen a few of the matches. Definitely a kid to look for in the future. Again, another penalty corner awarded to East Brunswick. That is number 10 for
Well,
East Brunswick.
with about 5 minutes to go, I think it's time we have to get a goal in here to set the tone and to let them know that we are going to score because we
Nice
can't
trap.
make them believe.
Still in. Still in. Picked.
Here we go.
Goal!
Okay, I missed that. I'm not sure
It was
who
so
scored
quick.
it.
With 4:41 left in the first half, East Brunswick scored on a penalty corner, broken up penalty corner play.
Okay, and we're going to
Well-
keep everyone in suspense for a minute. We're going to let you know who scored that goal.
But it was a great team effort. East Brunswick there didn't give up, and that was the key. And on their 10th penalty corner, they scored the goal.
Okay, my eyes are going, and Bobby's doing all this work. We're going to send one of our spotters down there to find who scored that goal.
I think it was Warringer, but I'm not totally sure. But let's just see.
You sure that was who?
Jen Warner, number 31, one chasing the ball right now.
She's the one that ran the ball down the
Yes,
in
she's the
beginning.
right wing attack for East Brunswick in this match. Oh, a free giveaway. Opportunity up.
Stephanie Dowd comes on the field for the Bears, and I guess that's a good idea too, with about 3 to go, to get some fresh bodies in there.
Fresh bodies, fresh minds. That way, you know, mistakes are likely to happen.
That was a shot.
Yeah. As you see, the East Brunswick players planted someone deep, and they had a half shot there, half chance, if the girl would have got to the ball.
When they're setting up for this, is there a time limit when this ball's got to be put into play?
If there's a real delay in the game and a stall and it's real deliberate, the umpire will call it the other way. But for the most part, it's you know, umpires let it go unless they see it's malicious.
Well, because if I was up and there was a few minutes to go, I would certainly tell them to take their time on that.
Definite coaching tactic that you talked about. Sayreville coming around the left wing side.
Good defense there by the Bears, number 18.
Schmidt, Andrea Schmidt, Alexandra Schmidt. Penalty corner. Umpire called there was a free hit going into the attacking circle. And when that happens, the defensive team and the attacking team must be 5 yards. And the East Brunswick team wasn't at that point. Penalty corner awarded.
Oh, good deflection by our
Yes.
goalie, and I can see that number from here, and so can you. And that goalie's number is?
Jackie, 38.
Is that Jackie Kenkro?
I believe it is. Yes, it is. As you see here, Sayreville trying to make a ring around the free hit, trying to disrupt it.
Well, if that number's 38, our program has that as Taryn Rhodes. My apology.
My apology too. That is
both
Taryn
girls.
Rose. I should know better with that one. Very good keeper. Nice hit. That was a good clearance.
Well, we got under 2 minutes to go here, but I like the fact that the Bears are still trying to keep pressure on the ball to move it up the other end, rather than just let the clock run out.
You have to play the whole match. Definitely a big piece of that. Lauren Clark with a touch. Oh, here's a chance. Ball behind the defender. Goalkeeper out.
Oh, boy.
Oh, just chucked too far by Lauren Clark.
We had some numbers there. Now, will we have enough time to get a shot off here? Can't we call timeout or something?
That is up to the coach. Yes, you can do that if you want. But that play was set up by number 12 on East Brunswick.
Will they?
Sati Narabi.
Will the ref allow this play to go off?
Yes.
Or when the clock runs, is that it? Like soccer, sometimes they'll add if the
There could be time for injury time, but they usually stop the clock for that. Or if there's a penalty corner awarded by the end of the half, they must play the penalty corner out.
right.
Oh, here's another shot. They got the numbers 3-on-1 if they really recognize it. Right to the sweeper. Stopped out. She's coming over to the left. Blocked up by Janine McMillan.
Good stop by Janine.
Could be another corner. I would try to get something from this. Oh, cleared out by Sayreville defense.
And I guess that's the half, and at the end of the half, and that's the Bears, the #1 team in the county, with a 13-1 record, 1, and the Bombers from Sayreville 0. We got another half of exciting field hockey coming up, so we'll be back with you in a minute. Okay, here we are back at J. Doyle Field for senior night. And once again, 30 minutes of field hockey left to go. The Bears 1 and the Bombers 0. Bob, we finally ID'd that goal score and the assist, and then we'll give you the honors this time.
The goal by Lauren Clark, and the assist we had was Amy Jorkowski, number 15, sophomore from East Brunswick. I see that Sydney's made a change with Tiffany Wong onto the field at looks like right midfield.
It's a great observation on your part. I was just going to make the same observation.
Let's see how the two teams come out with their tactics here. You see East Brunswick trying to swarm the ball in front, dropping 3 deep for defense.
I would think that team speed-wise, we may be a tad faster than them.
I would agree from looking at the first half. Lifted ball, Sayreville Bombers coming into the scoring area. Might have an opportunity here. Shot on goal.
Oh boy.
Cross. Goalkeeper covered the goal well.
That's still Taryn Rhodes in goal for the Bears, I believe.
Yes, definitely good positioning on her point. Hard covering post to post. Tiffany Wong on the ball, picked off by number 34, Gabby Varis. Ball sent into the scoring area. 16-yard hit. Seems like Sayreville's tactic here is send it into that area and send some flyers in to create some havoc in the attacking area. Lifted ball out, free hit to Sayreville. On the right side, East Brunswick now is dropping back some players, a little tentative here. Starts of the second half usually tell. Oh, for another, missed opportunity by the Bombers.
And the last person that touches it, if it's off their shoulder and it goes out of bounds, then obviously it's the other team's ball.
Yes.
Correct? Even though they hit the ball in that direction. Just triple checking all these rules.
Yes, that's fine. In the first 4 minutes here of the match, you could see Sayreville has probably generated the most attack they have in the whole first half.
Well, I've always said most sports, and I stole this from Mike Smith, is the most important is right after a score or the first 4 minutes of the half. You've got to come out and set the tone of the game or reset the tone that you're going to dominate the game.
Agreed. Right now, East Brunswick is absorbing this, but they're going to have to get some composure here, win the ball back, and send it up the other end. You see right now the teams are more, East Brunswick would be marking up, and where Sayreville's trying to position themselves to get a free opportunity at the net. Long hit in. After the center, crossed in.
Oh, that's
lifted
dangerous.
Ball. 16-yard hit. I thought it was quite dangerous going in, but the umpires.
Well, actually, you meant the stick. I'm talking about the hit that it was.
That's what I meant. The hit itself going in. Timeout by East Brunswick.
I would think that's a very good timeout.
I would agree.
By Cindy's walk, Coach Todorov, I could think that what she's going to say is just what you and I talked about a minute ago is, guys, we didn't come out second half to play.
The replay of tonight's field hockey game will be shown on Channel 3 tomorrow, Tuesday at 4 p.m. and Thursday at 8 p.m. That's the replay of tonight's game will be shown on Channel 3 Tuesday at 4 and Thursday at 8.
Okay, Mr. Remy just made the announcements of when the game was to be shown on EBTV. And once again, we're here at senior night. We had great festivities before the game. We had a team picture of the parents. We have balloons. We have the freshman girls dressed up in spirit. I guess they got the initials of every senior on their shirt. And right afterwards, the Field Hockey Booster Club is going to have some refreshments for both teams and all those who attended. It's just a great night, and it's a pleasure to see everyone out here supporting. I'd say we got about 200 people out here watching this field hockey game.
Yeah, it's definitely a good crowd and a good thing for women's field hockey when you can have a night game like this. It's definitely exciting for the kids and the parents and everyone involved.
Well, there's 26 minutes left, and the Bears haven't shown much offense as of now, but it's only been 4 minutes. Let's see if Cindy's little pep talk, Coach Todorov's pep talk, had any effect.
Missed. East Brunswick has the numbers up the right-hand side, pass to the right wing, intercepted, still got it. Oh, here he goes, out 2-on-2 if they can make it happen. The Sayreville defender steps right up, good. East Brunswick not giving up on the play. The first good opportunity coming towards the attacking area, but again, they must generate something in the attacking circle.
No, we just have to keep that ball down there. As we got a minute here, we would like to congratulate the freshman field hockey team and Coach Weiss on their outstanding season so far. According to Coach Todorov, we're going to be very successful in the future with those girls. So congratulations, girls. And the same to Coach A and the JV team, although they had a tough game this afternoon. They had a very exciting game.
Ooh, penalty corner awarded
against Metuchen on Saturday, and we congratulate them and wish them best of luck. We're going to try to run a little JV tournament for the field hockey team this year, so hopefully that'll work out. And if it does, give us a call in the athletic office, and we'll tell you all about it.
Hit out, mistrapped, stopped at the top of the circle, slipped left, still alive on the reverse stick, still alive. Goal!
Oh boy, you sound like the guy on TV that calls the soccer game.
Beautiful cross, yes. Well, Tiffany Wong tipped that in at the end, was in the right position on the right post. That was a good team effort goal, I would say. And again, first penalty corner for East Brunswick in this half, so that's good.
Well, that was 2 minutes after Coach Todorov's little pep talk, so obviously that had something to be said in there, and hopefully the Bears will get a couple more goals. And when do you think the lead is just too big to overtake by the other team, Bob? Do you think?
I would say generally 3-0. And once you get the 3-0, you should dominate the game, and you're in pretty much charge of it, unless you have some mental breakdowns or game breakdowns. You should win that match most times.
The game on turf, it's just much faster, correct?
Yes, actually in the Olympics and international matches, only games they do play are on turf. The grass game now is really only played at high schools and some college level.
Oh, is that right? Interesting. Bob, I know men's field hockey is big, I guess, in Europe and Asia.
Yes.
Is it a more physical game?
Oh, definitely demanding. I mean, the men's side of it, obviously there's a strength involved and endurance and power, but quite honestly, I've seen some strong players and women. This is a one game where you're equalized in a sense if, as long as you keep out the physical play. The skill
Right.
part, a man can be just as good as a woman and vice versa in skill.
Right. So what I was getting at is hopefully it's not going to get ruined by power plays
No,
and bodying people away from the ball.
No, that's why the umpires are there. I mean, it's not, hey, there's no hitting of players or body checking of players. Incidental things do happen, but it's not part of the game.
That's good. And the men, they have the same basic rules and the same 11 people out on the field.
Yeah, basically the same. And actually, an interesting fact, field hockey for men has been in the Olympics for men since 1928. And just for the women, it just started in 1984.
How can that be? How can they not allow the women to have field hockey? What took them so long?
I agree. It took a while, but I'll tell you now it's there, it's thriving, and it's growing. Right now, I'd say the top team in the world is Australia for the women, and for the men is Holland. And actually right now, as we speak, down in Australia, there's a Junior World Cup going on for the men, and the top 16 teams in the world. You got India, Holland, Australia, Germany, Spain, all playing these matches at high level.
That was Tiffany Wong on a breakaway there. I thought we were going to get something.
Yes.
In a minute, I'm going to ask you to tell us about your playing experience when we get a time. And I don't want you to be shy. Let us know what level, where, and,
Basically with my background, I've been a part of the U.S. men's and women's program, either as a player and now as a national coach. I'm on the national coaching staff right now for the past 20 years. And locally, I live in the town of, my hometown's Old Bridge. And locally, what I do within the state, I run a club called the Spirit Eagles Hockey Club, which we're the only club in the nation that's helped over 100 girls get to Division I or Ivy League schools playing field hockey.
Now, this is a national, United States Field Hockey Federation type thing?
Yes.
And is that, obviously we met a few times, but
Yes.
we never got personal.
Yeah.
Is that your profession? Are you employed
No,
by them?
actually, no, it's not my profession. I actually work for the electric company, GPU Energy. And
Does the Field Hockey Association reimburse you or pay you, I hope?
it depends what you're doing. Like last year, this time we were in Chile coaching the U.S. under-21 men. And that wasn't a paid.
That was or was not?
It was not a paid trip. All they paid for was your flight over, but no money for the actual coaching.
What are they missing on that? I mean,
My feeling and I'm talking all Olympic sports that are not. Here's a breakaway for East Brunswick going down the left wing. Janine McMillan pulls it out to the left, isolates the defender across, lifted, still in play.
good fake.
She's working the left side. We got to get it into the scoring area. She does go. Oh, missed opportunity, but still in.
Good hustle by the Bears. What was that, number 21?
They're
I
getting
believe?
hungry here. Good work by East Brunswick. That's a lot of tenacity from left to right on East Brunswick end. Second penalty corner of the night, and as you know, in the second penalty corner of the second half, and as you know, in the first one, they scored. Let's see if they can capitalize on this one.
Well, with 19 minutes to go, the Bears still maintain their 2-0 lead.
This trapped up top, out to the right side, sent back in the top of the circle. Shot! Oh, just wide.
Now that looked like she tried to deflect that in there, and we're going to give her name now. Janine took the shot, I believe.
Yeah.
And was that number 11?
Number 11.
Tried to deflect that in?
Yes, good effort by her part. Unfortunate she didn't get a touch on it. Nice little pass in the middle. Lauren Clark getting a breakthrough. Pass to the left. Janine with the crosses it. Oh, good defense. Still in.
Ooh, she got pushed. It's got to be a penalty. Come on, Bob.
Yeah, well, the umpires are not seeing everything, unfortunately, but I would agree on that one. It's not an easy game. As you see, the pushing does happen. Frustration sets in.
Now, the only mandatory mouthpiece are shin guards and mouthpiece, correct?
Mouthpiece, shin guards, and that's it. And actually, it was only 1984 was the first time the goalkeepers were actually wearing face masks. before that time, in men's field hockey and in women's, they didn't wear the face mask, which I'm glad I wasn't playing at that time.
Wow. Well, the game has probably gotten faster with bigger, stronger athletes. I mean, the thing that bigger is better now, and everyone lifting and playing all year round.
Oh, no doubt. I mean, now I would never send a goalkeeper in there without covered head to toe. Unforced error there by East Brunswick on the left side. Free hit for Sayreville, number 14 taking it.
And the kilts of the
Megan Bowden.
The kilts, that's what they're called, right?
Yes,
not
kilts.
skirts. I don't want to. And
No.
that's a tradition, correct?
Yeah, it's a tradition with the women's, and I think it looks good. Some of the international teams now they're wearing the tighter uniforms to intimidate, or just a fashion, whatever you want to call it.
Tighter.
Tighter, like the spandex type all the way through.
But they still must wear the.
Oh, breakaway here. Sorry. She couldn't collect it. Still on it. She's still fighting. Penalty corner awarded. Third of the second half for East Brunswick.
So the men are still wearing the kilts, right? No? Yes.
No, only the women.
Oh, no. I'm telling you, I saw it. Don't tell me.
I don't know where you were watching the game. Block shot by the timeout. Awarded to Sayreville.
Okay, let's go back to the tradition, and that's what it all comes from, the kilts. That's a tradition, correct?
Yes, it's been going back to the 1900s with the women wearing the kilts, and I think it looks good. I think it definitely looks good for the kids, and I think the kids like it. They want to keep that tradition. There's not many things in women's sports that have that tradition, and I think this is one of the sports that does have that. And hopefully the high school, collegiate levels will keep it up.
Right, now the men, they're wearing like shorts.
Men mostly are wearing the shorts, and that's it. Shorts, shirt, shin pads, mouth guard, and that's it. Same type of situation.
Well, the game I saw, they had the kilts on too, so.
Must have been Halloween or something, I
Right.
guess.
Okay, so what's the Sayreville coach saying right here? There's 16 minutes left.
Well, if I was Coach Taylor right here, I would say, we came out the second half like a ball of fire, and we had some momentum. And we got a little deflated here when the second goal went in for East Brunswick, but, go with the same tenacity. You have nothing to lose with 16 minutes, and that's plenty of time in field hockey to get 2 scores.
And she's got to be using the philosophy of the Yankees, and who are going to be on in a couple of minutes, and Joe Torre, in that they've got to get 1 goal at a time. They're down 2.
Yes.
They got to get 1 goal,
Definitely.
then get the next one to tie it up, and then we'll see what happens after we tie it up.
Definitely. If I was Sayreville right now, I would say keep it in their end, pinch everything. Don't give them nothing free. No free lunches, I would say, as far as letting them take a free hit or a push. Pressure everything they do, and get results in that circle. They haven't gotten to the scoring area enough in this half, and that's what's killing them right now.
Strategy-wise, what would she change her philosophy here and try to attack it a different way, or?
Well, only thing I would definitely say is I'd take my best hitters on my team at this point, because you need a good solid hit that can go 20 to 30 yards up the park. And so that way the pressure's on East Brunswick as it is right now. You see them backing up. That's a great hit. Oh, cleared out by East Brunswick. Cleared out again by Lauren. Sent back in. Foul. East Brunswick sends a quick free hit. Good ball into open space. Let's see if they may capitalize. Nice run by Lauren Clark on the late run. Can we make something of it? Yeah, beautiful. Beautiful goal. Tiffany Wong, her second of the night, I believe.
She just stayed there in that crease and waited for that ball to come across, and she just kind of like flipped it in.
That's a sign of good coaching when the player stays. I mean, she could have easily creeped in, but what she did is stayed on the left post, waited, was in position for a great score. And really what made that run was the ball sent through by the midfielder, right midfield of East Brunswick, and then obviously Lauren Clark making the late run.
So that was Tiffany Wong, you said.
Tiffany Wong with the score.
That's her second goal, right?
The first one off the right post, and this is the second one off the left.
Okay, Bob, we've been talking about the offense. Can you just mention some of those outstanding defensive players out there and what they're doing now? Because I have a tough time reading their numbers.
Definitely, hey, you got to play both ends of the park. And with East Brunswick here, you know, they're playing a solid 3 in the back, or what you would call probably a triangle, which would float left to right depending on where the attack's coming. And hey, they're doing a great job right now.
So
The midfield and the backs are keeping Sayreville out of their attacking end, and
So
that's the key.
So you think it's like it's not or like anything, but it's a zone and not like a man-to-man?
So I'm looking at it again. I don't know her total philosophy. Looking at how they're moving, they're playing safe, and they're smart to do so. I mean, don't give them nothing for free. You have the substitution coming out here.
Okay,
Number
that's
29 coming off.
And Rachel Goldstein going in there. Now you think it's time Cindy will start subbing some of the younger kids also, because I see number 26 running into the game.
It seems Coach Tudorf definitely has confidence in her youth, and she builds the youth. And this is a good opportunity to do it since they're in a decent control of the game. But again, you don't want the tide to turn on them.
Okay, there's 13 minutes. Well, actually, there's 14 minutes left to go, and the Bears still maintain that 13. I wish, 3-0 lead. And I see Sayreville. Are they counteracting with their subs to keep the fresh bodies in?
Yes, as the game goes along, obviously, you know, people are fatiguing, and fresh legs, fresh mind is always a good thing, you know, and it could be a spark plug for the Bombers.
Yeah, I'm a real believer in fresh legs. I saw that the other day in our boys' soccer game against Old Bridge, where our legs were just fresh. We didn't play for a few days, and we were just a burst of energy going to that ball. And congratulations to the boys' soccer team who beat Edison today, and the girls' soccer team also beat Edison, and the best of luck to them in the county tournament. We'll see that tournament Thursday night, and it looks to be that both boys and girls will be the #1 seed in the tournament. That has happened before, and hopefully we'll both come back with GMC titles this year. So good luck to them and to Coach Todoroff, and they'll be seeding later in the week too for their tournament. Incidentally, the tournament was just moved to East Brunswick High School for the finals, and hopefully the Bears will be there. That'll be on 10/27 at 1 o'clock. Hopefully the Bears will be there and come on out and see us win our GMC championship.
Critical time here in this match, 12 minutes to go. Sayreville in the attacking end, but cannot connect or string passes together to get into that attacking circle. East Brunswick defense stepping up, number 16 there, did an excellent job at tackling.
It just looks like, well, that was Melissa Cirillo. It looks like what we're doing is beating them to the ball. I know that's a word everyone uses in every sport, beat them to the ball, but it certainly looks like that's what's happening here.
Definitely agreed. 50-50s, you got to win. If you win 50-50s, most times you win most matches in field hockey or probably in any sport for that matter.
What do we got there, a card?
She's pulled out a card. I think it's a green warning the East Brunswick player for roughness, I would guess.
Okay, that was on 31 white, they said?
Yeah.
No, our kids would never do anything like that, especially Jen Werringer. She's too nice, and that ref probably just made a bad call. Just kidding, just kidding. Want to stay friends with the officials, Bob. You know how that is.
Yes, of course.
There's number 8 again. That's
Tiffany Wong
Tiffany
coming up the left
going
wing.
up the field.
Lauren Clark got the ball and she's in midfield. Throws a beautiful through ball. Janine's on one-on-one situation. Passes it off. Good pass. Oh, simple. Unfortunate.
Janine's younger sister, number 21, Katie, just went in, and did she play on the defensive end there?
Yes, Kate McMillan, yeah, I've had an opportunity to work with, and with the under-16 indoor group, and Katie's a thinker, and she's going to be an excellent defender, midfielder in the future for sure.
Like most sports, field hockey kind of like they run in the family with the older brother, or actually the older brother or sister play.
Yes.
And
Yeah,
they'll
you have a
continue.
lot of that, no doubt about it. You know, because the older one obviously teaches the younger one. Good effort by the McMillan going back, Katie, that is. You have to give East Brunswick defensive credit. I mean, they're really shutting down and keeping the ball in the second half there, in the attacking half, I mean.
I mean, if I count, I don't think there's been a shot on goal the second half, and then
you're
maybe
right.
one in the first, right?
I've been tracking it, and there's no shots from from Sayreville in the second half. Sherry Lou just went into the game for Tiffany Wong. Sherry's been a big part of their team from the matches that I were able to witness in the attacking end. Number 16 for East Brunswick.
Number 16, you said there.
Yeah, Marissa Silrello just made a great outlet pass to the right, picked off the attacker and sent it out to the right. Was excellent.
Why don't I see a number 16, Bob? I know I'm tired and my eyes are. Oh, that's Melissa Cirillo. Oh, there it is. Melissa, my apologies, and I'm glad you're a junior, so maybe next year I'll finally get your name and number correct.
Nice clear by the defender. Can't catch that number, but she's doing a great job there in the right back.
Boy, it's easy to spot Janine with that
Bandana
on. That's a
trademark of hers.
Right. I'm surprised they allow that. You know, there's so many little rules about dress and what you can do.
The whole, all night.
Well, I understand the earrings and, you know, the safety part.
Remind everyone that tonight's game will be replayed on television channel 3 on Tuesday at 4 p.m. and Thursday at 8 p.m.
Okay, what was that penalty?
Penalty corner. It was inside the scoring area. Here's an opportunity for Sayreville. This is their first penalty corner of the half.
Okay, there's 8 minutes to go. And the Bears should be able to stop this and keep the momentum on their side. Now, where is number 31 sprinting into?
Oh, she's coming in late. They need 5 defenders, and
You have to have 5 in there?
Yes, you have to. If you go less, then you're in trouble. Shot on goal, cleared wide.
What was that? If you have less?
If you decide to go with 4, that's your decision. But
so the ref has to wait for her, though.
Yeah, yeah. If they're running back with, unfortunate. There's a definite. I don't know if we noticed also changing goalkeepers for East Brunswick. Jackie Cancos went in the second half.
Right, I noticed that.
Yeah.
Jackie's also a junior, and I believe they split time.
Yeah, actually, I had the pleasure of working with both keepers, and I'll tell you, they're both excellent keepers.
And they're great kids, too.
They're great kids, and I'll tell you, Cindy is lucky to have 2 solid keepers back there.
Way to
Nice
come up
pick.
on that.
Nice step up. But you got to finish the play, number 16.
Oh, that was my girl Amy again.
Melissa.
Melissa.
It's all right, yeah. Melissa is doing a good job in the defense for East Brunswick, clearing the lines for them. But this is a critical stage in the match here. 6:24 to go.
Well, it seems like Sayreville has moved all their offense up.
Definitely.
I mean, in the past, they had people hanging back for a breakaway, and it seems like they...
Here's an opportunity. Oh, long corner. The shot was taken. It went into the goalie's pads. The goalie cleared it off the sideline, therefore giving a long corner. The umpire did not consider it deliberate. That's why he awarded this. If it was a deliberate clear over the sideline, it would have been a penalty corner. Ooh, a hack of sticks. You got to call that up, yes.
Boy, he must be listening to you. Very good, Bob.
Nice strike. Nice pickoff by the Bombers. Sherry Lou fighting for the ball. Sherry still fighting. Still in. Oh, sorry, no, it wasn't. Oh, here we go. Lauren Clark sends it. Oh, nice pick by the Sayreville player. Kate McMillan steps up. Lauren Clark awarded the other way. Quick free hit. Intercepted. They got opportunity 2-on-2 if they can work it. Nice
Good
defense.
Good defense.
Melissa is saving him at number 4 over there, I believe. Julie Beck, who that is the right back. She actually had a very good passage of play 10 minutes earlier on the right-hand side. That really helped East Brunswick out in this match.
Was that because she hit it in the air?
Yeah, hit it in the air. Dangerous play. They consider it. Goes the other way. Into the circle. Cleared out. Still in.
Oh, boy.
Ooh, you hear that lumber going.
That sounded like something like Bernie Williams hitting a fastball. Okay, there's another timeout, I believe, with 4:30 to go. The Bears are still up 3-0. And I guess what the coach is saying now for Sayreville is what? Everyone come up on offense and just...
To me, at this point of the match, you know, you're fighting for the county here in a sense. And I'd push everyone up. What's the sense if you lose 1? Lose 4-0. I mean, I'd rather go for it.
So they'll do like they do in soccer where they pull the goalie. Obviously, they won't pull their goalie here, but they'll move everyone up on the offensive end.
I would. I definitely would. I may leave 1 or 2 back, but just keep pounding it towards that scoring area, especially this late in the game. I would think East Brunswick's going to try and pack the area. And, you know, again, what we were saying earlier, you know, that could be good or bad. You know, it could go against it because there's more feet, but they also have more sticks to defend.
Yeah, I think, well, it wasn't working the other way, so maybe she's just going to bring everyone up front this time.
No, I definitely, again, if I'm Sayreville right now, you got to get the ball into the scoring area and get results. Results are goal shots, goals, penalty corners.
Sure is a lot of cheering going on there, and that's good. Like I said before, it's a great night. A lot of school spirit in the air, and hopefully it'll continue throughout the fall season. As I said before, our fall teams are doing outstanding. Everyone's in contention for conference, division, and hopefully will be for state titles. So if you need to know any information about our games, just give us a call.
Going into the game, number 12,
Swati Namburi, and she's a senior for us. I'm not sure.
She played in the first half. She played a big part in this, in making the attack come down the right side.
Well, she, as Cindy told me, she's a real solid performer.
Yes.
And
through ball here, opportunity 2-on-1 with East Brunswick.
No, she's just got to flick that over
Just
there.
flip it over, it could be a goal. Simple shot at least. She's taking on 1-on-1. Still in, East Brunswick, nice save, keeping it in. Sayreville clears. Sayreville can turn at the other end. Just gave the ball away too. Still in play.
That was a gutsy play by Katie McMillan coming up and taking away that because there was not much help from behind.
Yeah, her thinking there, I think, was meet the ball early, make them make the mistake up here instead of down in our end. And it was probably a smart play on our part.
I think that was Julie Beck over there doing a good job causing that. I'll call it a turnover for a lack of a better word.
Yeah, right word. Unforced turnovers are important. Like unforced on free hits shouldn't happen. East Brunswick keeping it on the right side, and probably a good tactic. It was 3:24 to go. Keeping it on the right side. You're on the strong side in field hockey, and they're on the reverse stick of field hockey. So the percentages are in your favor. East Brunswick dropping back 10 people, leaving one a little high.
Well, so far it looks like it's going to be a very successful night for the girls field hockey team and their parents on senior night. And we hope everything went well for them. And before we sign off, I'd like to again thank you, Bob, for helping out, and certainly TV3 for helping these athletes. They do appreciate these tapes. It's something they'll keep forever. They'll watch themselves play, and it certainly helps them in the recruitment in colleges. So again, to TV3, the athletic department thanks you. Well, you got to hand it to Sayreville. They're still scrapping in there. I know there's not left. You know, their chances are.
They're fighting to the end here, and you got to give them credit for that. You know, they're not losing heart.
And if I know Coach Yaler, who's a product of Jack Helfelfinger, their athletic director, I'm sure that's what she's going to tell her kids at the end. We never gave up. Yes, they may have beaten us 3-0. But I like your heart, and you gave it all you got, girls, and you played with a lot of intensity.
Crowd sensing the win right here with under 2 minutes to go. You can feel the excitement here in East Brunswick.
Sounds like the ball is falling on New Year's Eve or something.
If East Brunswick just clears the ball up, they should kill a lot of time here. Let's see what they do. Nice hit.
That was a shot. I can't even follow it.
That'll clear about 30 seconds to a minute.
That looked like a John Emery drive on the golf course there. Now, when does I see the young lady on the sideline with the official, she gets on there with a minute to go or 30 seconds?
When the 2-minute clock goes, she's just walking with the umpire to make sure he knows when time is ended.
Boy, oh boy. Well, now I won't even go there.
As you can see, East Brunswick girls on the sideline cheering, getting ready to walk onto the field. This will take East Brunswick to a 14-game winning streak. And this will be for Sayreville. Unfortunately, a loss, but an excellent effort on their part.
Well, like you said, I think this is the beginning of the year. This is one of our best years ever, and I'm not going to jinx anyone. Cindy's taking them one game at a time.
There they go.
And this could clinch at the minimum a tie for the red division. I'm not quite sure when the last time we won the division, but definitely with one game to go. We have one game left against a very tough South Plainfield at South Plainfield on the 17th. For all you field hockey fans, we would certainly need your support out there. So on the 17th, if you could go over there and cheer the Bears on. Okay, one more time, I'd like to thank Bob for volunteering his time. And Bob, you're welcome to come anytime to watch our Bears and help the promotion of field hockey in the state, especially in East Brunswick. So we thank you for that.
Thank you.
So with that being said, this is Frank Noppenberger signing off, and thank you and have a good night.